Brilliance Audio presents The King Tides by James Swain, performed by Patrick Lawler. Pearl bolted the front door after Lancaster was gone. He glanced at his wife and daughter and managed to smile. This crazy situation was going to get worked out, he was sure of it. "What do you say we find a funny movie to watch on Netflix?" he suggested. "But it's a school night," his wife protested. "John said that Nicki needed to stay home until this situation gets resolved. No harm in staying up late if we don't have to get up in the morning." "Aren't you going to work tomorrow?" his wife asked. "I'm not scheduled for any surgeries. I'll ask one of the other neurosurgeons to check up on my patients and make sure everyone's okay. If there's a problem, I'll run over to the hospital and deal with it. Otherwise, I'm staying right here." Nicki tugged on his wrist. "Can I pick the movie?" "You most certainly can. Do you have something in mind?" "Blind Date 4. I hear it's really funny." Pearl shot his wife a look and saw Melanie roll her eyes. It felt fantastic to be talking about normal things again and not dwelling on the dangers that lurked right outside their door. He said yes, and his daughter squealed with delight. The doorbell made them jump. Pearl stuck his eye to the peephole. A Latina wearing a tan-colored pantsuit stood on the other side, a detective's badge pinned to her jacket lapel. Her partner was a Caucasian male with Afro-style hair. "Who is it?" the wife asked. "Looks like a couple of detectives with the Broward police," he said. "Maybe they've made a break in the case." "From your lips to God's ears." "Let me talk to them. You and Nicki have been through enough." "I think that's a wonderful idea," his wife said. "Come on, Nicki. Let's go make some popcorn to eat with our movie." Pearl waited until they were gone before ushering his visitors inside. The female detective was named Vargas, her partner Gibbons. They were about as friendly as a pair of junkyard dogs, and he got the distinct impression that they would have been happier belting back a stiff drink at a local watering hole than talking with him. Vargas reeked of cigarettes, the foul smell pouring off her skin and breath. She produced a sheet of copy paper and held it up to Pearl's face. On it was a photo taken off a surveillance camera that showed Pearl and Lancaster riding in the Donzi. "Your neighbors called 911 earlier and reported gunshots," Vargas said. "Same neighbor has a surveillance camera pointed at her dock and got a video of you and your friend flying by in your boat. That's a Donzi, isn't it?" Pearl nodded while staring at the photo. It had been taken before Lancaster drew his gun and shot at the kidnappers. "I filed a report with the sheriff's office about what happened. What does this have to do with it?" His words carried a hint of accusation. The detective stiffened. "We read your statement, Dr. Pearl, and it didn't mention that you hired John Lancaster," Vargas said. "That was a mistake." "Who said I hired John Lancaster?" Pearl said. "He was with you in the boat. We assumed you had." "Well, you assumed wrong. I've spoken to a number of security companies, including Lancaster's. John happened to be in my home when Nicki was abducted, and he jumped in the boat with me. He was actually quite helpful." "Then why did you leave Lancaster out of your statement?" Vargas asked. "I didn't realize that I had. My apologies." "Did he fire his gun at the kidnappers?" Vargas asked. "Not that I remember." "I think you'd remember a gun being fired," Vargas said. "The engine on my Donzi is quite loud. If John fired a gun, I didn't hear it."